Okay, let's talk about similar figures. And similar figures is something that you're going to run into when you're, well, dealing with all sorts of stuff. Basically, the idea of scaling on a map is saying that, oh yes, the scales that you're running into on a map are going to be proportional to what you're seeing out there in the real world. But the idea behind a similar figure is saying that if you've got two shapes, that the shapes are going to be proportional. So looking at this, I would say that this side right here would be proportional to this side right here. This side right here would be proportional to this side right here. So if I said this was like, said that this side was like 4 units long, I could say that, and this side is, say, 6 units long. Well, what happens if I want to know what to, maybe, let's see, if I said that this side is 6 units long, but I don't know what this one is. If these are similar figures, then these will basically be proportional. So if I call this side A and this side B, I would have some sort of A to B proportionality. Here this would be 4 to 6, and this is going to be the same thing as 6 to some other thing that we don't know. So this would be for this first triangle. This would be for that second triangle. And then we can go ahead and find a missing value. So this is going to be, well, 4 times x is just 4x. 6 times 6 is going to be 36. I've got 4x is equal to 36. And then I could divide both sides by 4. So I'd end up with x is equal to, looks like a 9. So looking at this, if these are truly similar figures, I'd know that this side of my triangle has got to have a length of 9. Let's do that again. Let's talk about So let's take a look at another example here, and I want you to realize that any two figures that are similar are going to have proportional sides. So proportional sides of similar figures are proportional. What we're going to say here is that no matter what the shape is, similar figures are going to have proportional sides. So let's say I've got a trapezoid. And I'll say, I've got this side right here is 5 units long, and this one is 12. And I want to know how long is this side on a similar figure. I'll just call that n for now. And let's say that this is, let's say 48. Okay, well here I would say that these sides are going to end up being proportional. So I'm going to have 5 to n is going to be equal to 12 to 48. And I can go ahead and just figure out what my relationship is. So notice here that I've got this leg right here. So leg to leg is equal to base to base. Or leg to base is equal to leg to base. Okay. Now I've got 5 times 48. That looks like we've got... so actually, I'll just do that. 5 times 48 is going to be equal to 12 times n. So I've got, this is 240 is equal to 12n. And when I go ahead and divide both sides by 12, I would discover that let's see, that looks like that's going to be 20 is equal to my n. So I'd say that this this leg of this trapezoid has a length of 20. And that's how we go about setting up these similar figures. Okay, let's I'll say that if you've got any questions, shoot me a message. And otherwise, I will see you in the next video.